guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tutorial, kind of get ready with me style on this look. I wanted to use a ton of new products. I asked you guys on Snapchat whether you wanted to see this or if you wanted to see a look using all the Tarte holiday products that have come out, and I think I'm still going to do that because I just have so many new goodies that are out for the holidays that I want to try out for you guys. And you guys also picked this eye color, and I know my last tutorial was dramatic as well, so I promise my next one will be a more wearable look. But if you'd like to see how I got this look right here, then just go ahead and keep on watching. So I went ahead and applied my base off camera. I used the Estee Edit Glow Activator Primer along with my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation. And I'm going to be doing my eyes first for the rest of the look just because they are so dramatic. So I am just priming them with a little bit of Shape Tape. I love using concealer. It is my favorite way to prime my lids. Then I'm just going to go in with the shade Matte Vanilla from the Jouer Shimmer and Matte Essentials palette. And I am just dusting that all over my lid to set that concealer in place and make sure all the shadows blend really easily. Next, for my crease, I'm going in with the shade Machiatto, and it's a really great transition shade. It's just a couple shades darker than my actual skin tone, so it's really, really subtle. And because I am doing such a cool tone on the lids, I like to use a little bit of warmth in the crease just to balance everything out. So then I'm just going in with the shade Desert. It's a really pretty matte red sand color, and I'm taking that all over the crease as well, just using that same brush because I don't want this to be too precise. I like it to be a little bit softer and blown out. And then I'm going to go in with the lid shade. So just do this really soft to get a little bit of warmth in the crease. For the lid, I'm using this stunning pressed pigment from Morphe. This is in the shade Bitter, and it's a gunmetal that has olive green and emerald flecks in it. It is so stunning. I just love this. So I'm just using a flat synthetic brush and packing that all over the lid. And I know it looks crazy now, but now I'm going to go in with a little tiny pointed blender brush, and I'm going in with this dark matte brown and just going around those edges and buffing it out so it's not such a harsh line. But with blending out those edges, you can lose a little bit of the intensity on the lid. So I'm just going back in and applying a little bit more of the pigment closer to my lash line, and then using a really light hand once I get closer to the crease so we don't mess up any of that blending work. And then to tightline my eyes, I'm using the new Jouer eyeliners. You guys, these are so creamy. It goes on so effortlessly. If you have sensitive eyes like me, you definitely need to try them. So I tightline with that, and then I'm also taking it and just kind of smudging it really messily into my lash line. I'm not doing anything too precise. I just want a very thin line to fill in those gaps in between my puny little lashes. And then I am going back in to smudge it out with just the black that is in this palette and a little angled brush to make it look nice and soft and diffused. And now it's time to load up those lashes with some mascara. I'm using the Fully Charged Mascara from Pure. I feel like I've just been sleeping on this for the longest time because it is so good. Then I'm applying the Knockout Lashes. These are new from House of Lashes. And I'm, of course, doing my Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. You already know. And then I'm also applying my Tarte Shape Tape, and I could not for the life of me find my shade Light. So I am just applying light medium and a little bit of fair mixed in, and I applied that underneath my eyes. And then I'm also going to be highlighting, especially when you're doing such a dramatic eye. You do not want to neglect highlighting the rest of your face. It just balances everything out. So I always apply it to my chin, my nose, and then a little bit in the center of my forehead, and then just blending that out with the same damp sponge. I am, of course, setting my under eyes with the Mercier Translucent setting powder, but for the rest of my face, I am using the Becca Multitasking Powder in the shade Light, and this is so good, you guys. It just gives you a flawless finish. It never looks heavy or cakey. You just look seamless. And then I'm also using another one of those powders in the shade Warm Honey in a very, very light hand because it is super pigmented, but I'm using that to bronze up my skin and give it a little bit of life. I love this this shade for bronzer. So I'm just going around the outside of my face and along my jawline and my neck, giving my skin a little bit of warmth. And then for my blush, I'm using the shade Royal. This is one of the new blushes in the holiday collection from Tarte, and I have been using this to death. It is such a beautiful shade, and applying that towards the outer part of my cheeks. And now it's time to finish up the eyes. I just applied that same Jouer eyeliner to my waterline and also along my lower lash line. And now I'm going back in with the shade Dark Chocolate and smoking that out. I'm using the Nicole Concealio brush from Tarte, and I really love this pencil brush. And then I'm actually going back in with that Pigment, and I'm being very, very careful not to get any fallout. And I'm just pressing that in to that lower lash line just to give a little pop of sparkle in that same really beautiful gunmetal. Now I'm just applying my lower lash mascara. Make sure you don't skip that part. And then I'm going in and highlighting. I totally didn't get a clip, but I'm using Topaz from Jouer. Their new highlighters, you guys, are just bomb. I mean, look at that highlight. Now I'm using that same highlighter for my inner corner highlight, and now I'm going in to finish up with the lips. I'm using this Vice lipstick palette from Urban Decay, and I'm first using the shade Safe Word. It's such a beautiful warm nude. I'm applying that all over the lips, and then I saw the shade Whip in here, and I just could not resist. So I'm applying Safe Word all over the lips, and then just going back in with Whip right in the center. This one is gorgeous because it's basically just a topper. It has lots of sheen to it, so it just makes your lips look really nice and full. And once you get that on, your look is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this video with lots of new products. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!